Charlie Parsons Boxing Social in association with Betfred here, Taylor Carabajal. I'm nailing this pronunciation every single time now. Mr. Leigh Wood, we're back. Last time Nottingham wasn't to be for yourself, but look, I believe you're back off the injury now and ready to get back in the mix. Just sort of how excited are you to get yourself back out there? You're back training, moving correctly again. Just what can we see now?
I'm buzzing to be back to 100%. Such a frustrating time for myself, so frustrating, but I've been there before many times in my career. Just got to crack on and not sulk about it. Hopefully get a new date soon.
Obviously for yourself had that little bit of frustration. Obviously would have loved to be out in front of that crowd in Nottingham that was really dubbed to be that sort of real special event. Like I say, wasn't to be. Where are we at now? I know the name Santa-Cruz is back in the mix. Lara coming back off a win in his hometown in Mexico last weekend. For you now, what would you prefer?
What would I prefer? I absolutely would prefer the Lara fight. He's said a few things after his fight. He's made it quite personal now. And also a lot of people would think that I bowled it, as you get a few daft comments saying that I pulled out on purpose. So I would like to put that right, and I would like to beat him and go out and do what I intended to do in the first place. But the WBA, I think, have ordered me to fight Santa-Cruz, so it looks like it's leaning towards that more now. But we'll see what happens. Boxing's full of twists and turns. You never really know what's going to happen. We'll see.
Well, let me ask, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but let's touch into those comments from Lara, because they sort of just come a bit out of nowhere. Like, I want to end Josh Warrington's career, I want to batter Leigh Wood, or whatever the translation came out as. Were you sort of a little bit shocked to hear that? I don't know if you stayed up for the fight, but especially sort of when you woke up Sunday and see that all over your Twitter and WhatsApp or whatever.
No, I definitely didn't miss any sleep for that. Look, I think he's getting carried away with himself, he needs to be careful, because that's the last thing you need to be doing as a fighter, believe in your own hype. He's a good fighter, he's dangerous, but I beat him every day of the week. So hopefully, whether it's my next fight or the fight after, I can prove that I was right and show everyone why I took that fight, why I chose to fight him in the first place.
Couple more from me. How does that fight with Santa-Cruz go? That looks like the one that made likely to be called. We saw it sort of the first time round. Wasn't something that we managed to get materialised, but I imagine whatever promotional hardship happens in that, it may be a purse bid or end up with something like that. How does that fight play out in your eyes?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's down to purse bids where it's going to be and when it's going to be. Ideally, I'd like it to be in Nottingham. We'll see what happens. I think the purse bids will be ordered very soon. I think it's going that way. And it pans out, Leigh would win in my own city, hopefully at the Forest Ground. Time of year, might be a bit chilly, might be a little bit cold, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's what I would like. He's a good fighter, he's got a lot of experience, but I believe I'm on the up and he's on the down. And that's going to be the biggest point, the biggest contributing factor.
Leigh, finally from me, we've seen Ben Davison up on the stage today too. Sensational signings for Matchroom Boxing. McCormack, I imagine, hopefully we'll get the other McCormack brother in, down the line, whatever, with the sort of scans and whatever, and Mark Dickinson. Two really, really good signings on UK shores. Obviously, Pat, a silver medalist at Tokyo. And then Mark, I think Eddie said up on the stage, didn't know too much about him, but saw him and really, really rated him. And the stable's coming to Matchroom and coming together quite nicely. Yeah,
and they deserve it, They're very, very talented fighters. The McCormacks are very talented brothers. Hopefully Luke can join the team as well in due course. Pat's a talented fighter. I'm expecting big things from him. And same with Mark as well. As long as they stay dedicated and disciplined, I can't see why they can't win more titles. That's how good they are. I'm looking forward to him, making the Matchroom debut and being on the big stage, because they deserve it.
You didn't pile me off, I appreciate it. I know you've got to go and get to training, so I'm just going to ask you one final message to your fans watching back in Nottingham and all over the world, I suppose, now.
Yeah, sorry for the frustrating time as of late, but hopefully I'll have a date nailed down very soon, and be in another big exciting fight for all of you to come and support, whether that's overseas or in my hometown. And thanks for sticking by me and thanks for all the kind messages of support. You know, I had a lot of messages saying, you know, hopefully the injury is coming on well and I'm healing all right, but I am back to 100%. So I'll have a date for you all soon.
Leigh, top man, thank you for speaking to me at Boxing Social.